Hey y'all, welcome back to my little corner of YouTube. Thank you so much for being here. If you haven't already, please subscribe before you leave and hit that notification bell so you don't miss my next video. I am out here trying to find an Amazon locker, and apparently it's not in Amazon, it's in some crazy location, but the security guard, she gave me instructions. I think I see where I need to be, but this little space right here is so cute. Let me show you. I bet it's really nice in the spring and summertime. Hello, my name is Grin. Got my packages. I am going to make some cinnamon rolls. I'm excited to have them. Nice, fresh, piping hot out the oven. So I will show y'all that shortly. I am house and pet sitting in downtown Seattle, and I can never get enough of this view. Like, come on. Got to be more sick of the side of mine. Intrusive thoughts that paralyze. No fun is not. It's advertised. There's got to be more. Been here before. Life's better on Saturn. Got to break this pattern. Floating away. Find something worth saving. It's all for the taking. I always say. Wasn't that gorgeous? Those rooftop views. I can never get enough of a cityscape or a city skyline. It doesn't matter. It's just beautiful to me. That and mountains. I love mountains too. I'm making cinnamon rolls. So I just have basic cinnamon rolls from Pillsbury, nothing too fancy. So this is gonna be real basic, real easy, real simple. And then we'll get into the Amazon packages. The directions say to place the rolls in a greased round cake pan, but unfortunately I don't have that, so I'm gonna try this. Let's see how it works. Every time I open one of these, I'm always worried that it's gonna pop. I know that they've fixed them where you have to like press something on it on the seam so that they don't pop. But I have opened one and it still popped and scared the crap out of me. So you'll see how it says press a spoon on the seam. Okay, that was nice and easy. But back in the day, boy, these things used to make you run for cover, ducking, dodging, the whole nine. So here is the icing. This little container here on the top. So I'm actually gonna take the icing out and I'm gonna sit it in a container of warm water so that it can loosen up some. It'll be easy to pour. And now I will work on putting the rolls in the pan. And of course, you wanna make sure you have the cinnamon side up. This pan is massive, so I wonder if they will just like spread out real big. We're about to find out. All right, let's get into some Amazon packages. Here is our first box. Now, I didn't order a lot of things. It was just a few things. I went on the site to order something in particular. And while I was there, I checked my wish list and I saw a couple things had gone down in price. So I figured, let me just go ahead and add those to the cart as well. So this was my primary reason for going on to the site. I've mentioned this in one of my other videos, but the women in my family on my dad's side, we have started a book club. And so this stemmed from us connecting over Zoom calls all throughout the panorama. And so we've continued to do a Sunday Zoom call every month. We take breaks for like the holidays, whatever. But anyway, we've decided to find another touch point for us to connect virtually. And so we've been doing a book club. So the first book that we read was I think it's called, no, let me not mess it up, but The Immortal Life. The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks. That's the first book that we read. And it was very interesting to us because as we were going through the timeline of the story, the timeline traced a lot of us, like some of my great aunts, like from when they were born all the way up until, you know, when some of my younger cousins and like my older cousins, their grandchildren, like it spans a lot of our lifetimes, those of us that were on the call. So it was very eye-opening and interesting to read the book and to discuss it as a family and to get perspective from our older, you know, generations within the family of like, you know, had you heard of some of these things? If you have not read the book, I highly recommend it. If you've seen the movie, I personally haven't seen the movie, but it's probably good either way. Get the book, read it, watch the movie if you haven't seen it. I think it's worth it. Anyway. This is our second book that we will be reading, which is The Heaven and Earth Grocery Store by James McBride. Okay, on to my next package. This package has, I think, 2 things in it, random stuff, but all necessary. So the first item was something that I've had on my wish list for a minute, and honestly, I should have purchased this a long time ago. I travel a lot. So for anyone who is new here, I'm a nomad. My home is the world, basically. I travel around wherever the work takes me. I'm an actress and an event host. And also I house sit and pet sit, which is where I am now currently. The one thing that I should have had was this door lock. And so if you've ever seen this door lock before, then you're already familiar with how it works. But essentially, it's just a way for you to be able to secure your door when you're staying in an unfamiliar, you know, location, a place that's not your home or your family's home or a friend's home. And so this works whether you're in an Airbnb or if you're in a hotel or if you're like me and you're house sitting for people, then it's convenient to have it. So it comes in this little pouch, and there's also some instructions. So there's pictures to show you exactly how to set it up. And then this is what the device looks like. So it's not too big, right? Basically fits within the center. Sorry about that. I was in the middle of talking about this lock and the alarm went off for the cinnamon rolls. So I've turned off the oven. They're still in the oven because I want us to pull them out together. But we got to go quick because the oven's hot and I don't want them to burn. So anyway, this is how it looks. Like I said, it comes in its own little secure pouch. It has instructions on how to put it together. And then you can just separate it like so in order to attach it to the door jamb and, you know, be protected. So I've got this now. This will stay with me at all times and I will use it because I have another house sit coming up in a couple of days. All right, last but not least, the final item that I have to unbox with you all is a sleep mask. I don't know if people are fans of sleep masks. I personally am. I love them. It's just that in the past, the sleep masks that I've had, like they be going through it. I used to use a sleep mask on the plane. I don't that much now because I haven't taken like a whole lot of flights that were like overnight flights, you know? Like I still fall asleep on the plane, but I haven't taken overnight flights. To me, that's when I want to have the sleep mask. I know that's like, that doesn't make sense because if the daytime flights, if someone has the window shade open, then that's when you would want the sleep mask. But I don't know. To me, it's like, if it's an overnight flight, I want the sleep mask because then my brain will literally shut down and know that it's time to go to bed versus if I'm on a daytime flight, I'm really just napping. I hope that makes sense, right? I'm really just napping and I want to make sure that I wake up in time to get my snacks. So I have purchased a sleep mask, and what makes this one so different and unique is supposedly there's a closure, enough of a closure, like right above your nose so that you don't get light coming in. So that's what they claim. And it even has like these little instructions on like adjustments, right? So it's got an adjustable strap on the back, which is convenient, especially people with, you know, more hair. So that's helpful. And then you can see here in the picture, like there's the option to really like cinch or pinch it around the nose. So that way you can make sure that the light is out. So I'm wearing a little bit of eye makeup right now, so I'm not gonna try it. I'll let y'all know how this works, but I will tell you that it feels very soft. So this side feels velvety smooth and very soft. This side feels a little rougher, which to me probably means that the weaving of the fabric is closer, so that way light can't come in. And then it's cushioned. You can kind of see it's not as thin as some of the regular masks. It's cushioned. And it comes with its own little carrying case, and it has a clip, which is convenient because I'm pretty sure I will be clipping the mask to my neck pillow, so that way I won't lose it when I travel. All right, so those were the 3 things that I purchased. I've got this book, I have this door lock, and I have this sleep mask. All 3 items will be in my Amazon store, so go to the description box below, click the link, check these things out, and of course, I'll be posting reviews on them and giving you all updates on what I think of them. All right, let's go get these cinnamon rolls before they burn. Ooh, it smells delicious. Oh yeah, they got a little bit more brown while they were in there. I'm gonna pull these out. Okay, friends, the moment of truth. My first bite. I was a little worried that they would be stuck on the foil, but they didn't stick. They're still warm too. Oh, let me bless this. Bon appetit. Very good. If you ever purchase these, just know that essentially they're cinnamon biscuits, not like the traditional cinnamon rolls that you have to roll up, but they're good. They're ooey gooey inside. Can y'all see that? Just the right amount of sweetness from the cinnamon. And then of course the icing on top. I almost said syrup. Very good. I'm going to enjoy these, watch a little bit of TV, and then I have a call because I have a new opportunity that I'm so excited to tell you all about. We'll see how this call goes and whether or not I share with you now, but stick with me. Stay tuned to my channel because I have a lot of fun stuff coming up in the world of acting and event hosting.
Hey everybody, how you all doing this fine, wonderful noon time?
It's good with you, man. Oh, it's good.
Hi, doing well.
Good. Yeah. I had to finish up this self-tape audition real quick.
No, I get it. I totally understand. It's all good. I hope you get the role, man.
You know, because we got so many moving pieces. I mean, Friday is fairly simple. I got the shot list. I'll send it to you at work when as soon as we get done. And I'll send you guys the script. Did you guys have the script? I don't think any of you guys have the script, do you?
Nope, don't have it.
Okay, I'll send it out. I'll send you guys the script. And especially you, Alicia, I'll send you the script and go over it and everything. It should be fairly I'm looking to be at most 6 hours. 6 days. 6 hours. Shouldn't be, just to give some room. I think 6 hours. It probably should take us 4 hours to shoot.
Okay, I tried to bring y'all in at points in the conversation where it was like, ooh, that sounds interesting, but it's a little dry when you're working in the entertainment business, when it's like the behind the scenes stuff, right? The finished product is where it gets fun. So let me catch y'all up on what's going on here. So I submit to auditions and I have my profiles and stuff out there in the ether and on certain casting websites. And so from time to time, I'll get requests to audition for something, or I'll get requests to like be a part of a project. And so that's what happened here. The gentleman who created this whole thing, it's a series that he's putting together. And it's probably going to start on like online platforms. And of course, the goal would be for this to get picked up and be on like a Netflix or something like that. But we're thinking, local for now. So anyway, these episodes will be filming all around the Seattle area and maybe even over into Portland. We'll see. But basically, he reached out to me to ask if I wanted to be a part of the crew. But the ask was for me to be like a co-director. While I'm not saying I'll never do that, that's not quite where my mind is right now. I'm very much enjoying being a part of the actual like cast, right? And being the talent for these different acting opportunities. And so I replied back to him and I let him know that while I appreciate the ask, I'm not in a position right now where, that's what I want to do. But I did say that I could offer up some additional support from the crew side of the house. But one thing that I would love to have the opportunity to do, and this is what I shared with him, was to be a script supervisor. So a script supervisor is essentially there for continuity purposes. They are there beside the director. They're watching the set, how it's all laid out, how everything is set up. They're watching the cast of characters, right? How are they dressed? How's their hair? How's their makeup for this particular scene? They're paying attention each time when we yell cut, and then we have to go back and reshoot something, whether it's the same thing in that moment or if it's something that was shot, last week or even last year, right? This person is there for continuity to make sure as best as possible the scenes flow. So you may have no idea, a 5-minute scene may have taken like 12 different retakes, right? Like it might have been like cut, do it again, cut, do it again. You know what? We've lost the light for the day. We'll get back to it next week. Oh no, the actor's sick. Oh no, the hair and makeup team couldn't make it or whatever. And then it's like, weeks and weeks later, we go back to film that 5-minute segment. I would be the person that just makes sure as much as possible everything still looks the same. So when it comes time to edit it and bring all of these video clips together, it's a seamless process for the editors, and it's also seamless for you all at home. Now, we all love a good Easter egg, right? There's been so many instances on movies, on TV shows or whatever, where you've noticed something that's completely off. And it's like, was nobody on set paying attention to that? Did nobody notice that? Sometimes I think those things are there on purpose. And later when people call it out, through social media channels, it just becomes this thing that's like, a pop culture reference. For example, for anyone who's ever watched the Love and Hip Hop franchise, the season of Love and Hip Hop where Ray J is on it, there is this ridiculous moment where his little beanie is doing entirely too much. Let me see if I can find that clip, and if so, I will insert it in here. But this is a prime example where they had to have been trolling us. There is no way people did not realize that this man's beanie was all over the place. I tried to add the actual clip, but the copyright got me. But anyway, these are some still shots, and this was one single conversation that he was having with someone else at the bar. Just search for Ray J's hat. It cracks me up every time I see it. But my job as a script supervisor is to assist with continuity. So when he came on set for the very first time wearing that beanie, wardrobe and I know that when we do this scene at this bar, he is going to be wearing that beanie along with the rest of his outfit. Now, if it was weeks and weeks later that we went back and tried to, film that conversation over because maybe it just didn't fly the first time, or the lighting was off, or the sound was off. There's so many reasons why you could take a retake or make a retake. I would know and wardrobe would know that he's supposed to not only wear this beanie, but the beanie should be on his head in one particular way. And we will make sure that for every reshoot, it is that one particular way. So anyway, I think you all get the gist of what happens in terms of my role as a script supervisor. And so I was given the opportunity once I explained myself and talked about my background. I was in the military, so I have an eye for detail, you know, I have an eye for, you know, essentially just paying attention to things that other people may not, right? So I'm bringing that to the set. Also, you know, I'm an actress, right? I've worked with events. I've worked with corporate executives. I just have an eye for those things based on my background. And so now I want to start applying it. And this will be my first opportunity to apply it in a professional sense in the entertainment business. And my goal is to, you know, really immerse myself in this process, figure out a standard that I want to establish when I'm on set with them. And then I'll be able to use this experience here, A, to update my resume, and 2, to also have it so that I can convince other people that they need to bring me on board to be their script supervisor. And then someday in the future, there'll be a major like Marvel production, and you're going to stick around at the end. You're going to watch those credits roll because, you know, we always stick around after a Marvel movie to see what little thing they're going to show us at the end. But while you're sitting there enjoying the last little kernels of your popcorn and all the cast and crew and members and everything, all the names are going to roll up. And you'll be like, hey, that says script supervisor Alicia Pulliam. I know her. I follow her on YouTube. Or I know her. We family. Hey, family. All right, y'all. Let me go ahead and shut some things down. I've got some work that I need to do. But I feel like that's enough excitement for today. So we will talk about other exciting things in the near future. So stay tuned. Thank you so much for spending the day with me. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.